just happy as he could be, scooting around. So, I sold a bunch of minor keys, man. Sold like 70 comics, and I'm at about $490. So, I think I'm averaging over $5 a book. Is that how that works? Let's see. So, 70 times 5 is 350, I believe. And so it's a little bit above $5 a book, which it should be, because there was numerous bigger books. There was a couple $100 books, I'm pretty sure, a few $50 books, a bunch of fucking $30 books. My man's Robot Monster Island is breaking it up, bro. But you know, not a lot of people are into buying that kind of speculation modern stuff, so shout outs to him for recognizing it. And you know, as long as there's a market for it, I'm gonna keep trying to come up with these minor keys, you know, so I can sell them and get these older books. So I'm about a couple $100 away, but something interesting happened last night. I sold about every minor key I wanted to sell. And shout outs to Tricky, because, you know, just having an opportunity to be able to offer my books to, you know, 20, 30 people at a time is very helpful. So that was very nice. And I figure if I'm going to be in the opportunity of selling and this is my time to do it or whatever, I'm going to fucking just, you know, throw caution to the wind and I start everything at $1. The last 2 mega big books I've got, my philosophy has been start everything at $1, you know, let them figure it out. And so far that's worked pretty good. I felt like one of the lots I should have made about a couple hundred, but you know, I made 120. And so I sold all of my minor keys I was talking about selling, and I decided to sell some DC, you know what I'm saying, some DC, because the last book I got was a first Brainiac. And I felt like, you know, what I do in my collecting is I go after a character's biggest book I can think of, but until then I put my collection with space fillers, like you know, if you don't have a first Brainiac, you get a first Parasite, shit like that kind of deal. So now that I got my first Brainiac, I could let go of some Superman books and some Batman books. So I made a killer DC lot, and one of the books was an 80-page giant, number 15, 80-page giant, World's Finest. It's a beautiful red cover, and my dude Silver Samurai got it, and that's a fucking beauty, man. It's not a cheap book either. Like, I can replace it. It'll be easier to replace that than the book I'm going after, but it's gonna cost me $20-$30, and I don't think I'll find one in the grade I sold it for less than 40 or 50 bucks. It'd be a fluke if I did, but that's all right, man. You know, really, I'm not gonna miss any of those books whenever I get what I'm going for. And even if I can't get that first Punisher, I'm gonna fucking get a Silver Surfer 1. If I can't reach the 1,000 to get the slab, good boy. Why don't you go real far in a straight line? Go in a straight line. There you go, steer it, yeah. Steer it. Atta boy, steer it. You can steer it. I don't know if he understands he controls it completely. Turn your steering wheel. Steer it. He just wants to run into the fence. Yep. You're gonna break your toy doing that. You're gonna break your shit. I wish you didn't do that. You probably already did. What up, Miss So? Yep, there it goes. Yeah, it's funny. Here, turn it. There you go. Did it break? I'm so worried this thing's gonna break. I think it's got a low and a high gear. I think he's in low because it was flying. Turn it, Bug! Hey, he don't give a fuck. Bug, you're going. It's not funny. I think you put it in high. Yeah, you put it in high because it's flying now. Steer the damn thing or you're gonna hurt yourself, bud. I don't want you to get hurt.
Hey.
Yeah, he's flying now. This thing is way too powerful. He's probably going fucking 15. He's probably going 15 miles per hour. Look at that. That shit is fast. You're gonna break it if you got to steer it, bud. Steer it. Yep, there it went. You gotta hold the gas. There you go. I mean, he's only a kid. He can only do so much, you know? Like, I can't be pissed because he ain't doing it perfectly, but it would be nice. What up, Nas? Yeah, he's flying. Look, he's gonna run right into this fucking... I should just let him do it. Is that fun? You see? You see why you don't do that? Now you're gonna run into a wall. You're gonna run into that wall. Stop! I told you to look at the wall. You have to steer, son. Steer. Steer. There you go. Be careful. I don't want you to get hurt. He's a savage, Spider. I can't slow him down. He just don't care. Stop running into stuff. There, get off of it. Thank God. Whew. Easy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to chill on looking for keys. I think I've pulled every fucking book you can magically pull. I always think that, and then something else comes out. But bro, my shops are empty, and I've dug deep into the minor key speculation, dude. I've flipped so many fucking what was the A-Force ones called? First Serenity or some bullshit. I don't know what it was. Then the first Immortal She-Hulk. I sold a bunch of those. A bunch of Star Wars. First whatever the fuck. I don't know his name. Samuel Jackson, number 5. What's that book called? Mace Windu 5s. I sold a bunch of those. Like fucking 10 of them. A bunch of Canon 1s. Like 20 of those. I flipped so many modern fucking new books, bro. It's crazy, dude. And then I just now went through my speculation of Black Panther and Submariner. And I probably pulled about 20 fucking Black Panther and Submariner keys that were pertaining to the new movie coming out, with Submariner being with Black Panther. And I didn't know there was that many fucking keys to do with that. That volume 2 run is loaded. So, of course, I didn't get much Shuri stuff like I would have liked to. My buddy in town that collects, he, yeah. My buddy has the first Shuri as Black Panther. He has he might have the other one where they're like standing together too. But I fucking drew attention to it. He knows it's worth money now, so there's like no way I can get this fucking book unless I just buy it myself. So, but I haven't got many of that. I haven't got much of that shit. But I have gotten a bunch of fucking West Coast Avenger keys. Probably the bulk of my selling stuff would have to be the Avengers and West Coast Avengers keys that have came out recently. I probably fucking sold, I don't know how many, dude. When it comes, I mean, if you count like the Secret Avengers and the New Avengers and all just the Avengers run, I feel like that's the biggest key ran. I mean, it's even bigger than ASM, bro. It's just as big as Amazing Spider-Man, bro. Fucking Avengers has that many keys, bro. So yeah, I just sold all that shit. I don't have none of it. But what was interesting, dude, is that I got some pretty decent money for that DC Silver Age stuff. I've sold a lot of books, and every time I sell DC, I don't really get the satisfaction I'd like, because I do spend a little bit of money on them. Like, you know, it's not, if I get a 10-cent fucking Superman, I'm probably spending $25, $30 at the least on it. So when I go to sell it, I don't want to sell it for $5, you know? But I was surprised. I made like, I think it was 110 bucks off of 13 books. You know, there was some Metamorpho, Silver Age, and little Bronze Age Batman and shit like that. But I could do that all fucking day, bro. I got a lot of Silver Age DC, so I think the next $300, I'm all out of the minor key, like / modern speculation books. I'm gonna have to pump that fucking DC Silver, bro. I mean, I might have some modern stuff I can get rid of, but not really anything I can think of off the top of my head, except for regular like $5 books, $2 books. But I think I'm gonna fucking pump that next 300 out with that good old sweet DC Marvel, man. I think I could do it pretty easy too. I think it'll be a couple lots, 2 or 3 lots. I mean, I could easily just sell the first Gambit I got, or the first Thunderbolts, or the newsstand Thunderbolts, or the fucking Amadeus Cho first. Like, I still got those 3 books that I heavily consider to sell. But I try to sell like 100 to 200 books to get like a $700 book. So it feels better when you sell a bunch of little stuff as opposed to a few big ones. The big books are what you want, bro. The little books come and go. The big ones, you just hit yourself in the head, bud. Easy. I can't really finish my ASM collection at this stage. Yo, what up, Honda Jabroni? I do pretty well on very, very low budget, but yeah, it can get crazy. Yeah, I pride myself on not spending a bunch of money. What I do is I'll spend anywhere from $1 to fucking $6 or $7 a day, and if I'm lucky to get to the comic shop, spend $1 to $7, just digging, looking for a cheap book. And what's my point with this? Oh yeah, it's not like I do it every day. It's usually Monday through Friday or Saturday I get to do that, and I'll spend about 20 minutes a day. If I don't find nothing that's worth buying, I won't buy it. But if I find stuff that's worth buying and I could afford it, I'll buy them. So I'll take a bunch of little purchases and put them all together and sell them all in lots, start them all at $1 and fucking get what I can and get book I'm going for. I tell you what, that first Punisher is gonna feel sweet, bro. I just hope that nobody goes and buys these cheap fucking Punishers up. You know, a lot of people don't like low grade Punishers because they really don't make a fuck, because there's a $1,200 one that I don't think's going anywhere, and you know, I might have to get that one if it comes to worst. But that's gonna be a fun book to have, because I got to keep all my other ASM keys pretty much. My ASM collection is probably worth more money than any of my other groups of books, I would guess. Because I got a lot of fucking the shit you would think books in ASM. I love my Superman collection, but it don't have shit on my ASM as far as I can tell. My Avengers is okay, my FF is okay. I'm a big Kirby fan, so of course I like all of the groups together. But for me, the only other fucking time where Marvel was interesting to me and was performing on a high level like Jack Kirby did every time he did was fucking the Ramita Ditko art in ASM. That shit is fucking money, bro. So, you know, that shit's just like extra good. And I got a lot of respect for it, you know. And Kirby did ASM 1 and AF-15, so, you know, it's not like Kirby didn't have his hands in it. Yeah, I've decided to sell all of my modern shit. That's why I consider selling that Amadeus Cho, but it's just an AF-15 homage, and I am a Hawk fan, and it's a pretty fucking dope book. But I would sell it if I got the right amount of money, bro. I feel like if I can get a couple hundred out of it raw, I don't think I'd be mad at that. It's not a 9.8, but, you know, it's a fucking copy of first Amadeus. It's pretty nice. I think a Diet 8 goes for like 1,000 or fuck more than that. But yeah, I just made my mind up, bro. I fucking don't have... Only modern keys I have are Venom, Donny Cates. I have all the keys from that run. And that Amadeus, I even sold... I have another First Brother Voodoo I didn't sell, I think, somewhere. But I sold the good one. And I sold my fucking Agent Venom and all my other shit, so... It's a wrap. I have nothing new worth a fuck at all. Except for a few. But I never would have thought I'd be able to own a fucking Avengers 1, a First Green Goblin, an annual one, First Full Galactus, Iron Man 1, New Mutants 98, ASM 300, fucking X-Men 94, and then on top of all that, the Golden Age, the Timely Cap, the fucking badass Superman, Golden Age, World's Finest 2, Superman 23, and a fucking Punisher, bro. I might just retire and be like, yo, I'm done collecting. I'm the fucking GOAT. I'm the fucking GOAT at this. Everybody should just quit. You know. Nah, there's a few books I want after that, but that first Punisher is gonna be nice. I just want to flop my dick out and be like, there it is, boys. There's the Punisher. Yeah, but after the Punisher, you know, I still do want a Swamp Thing. First Swamp Thing would be dope. And the Surfer 1 and Surfer 4 has been getting on my nerves. But for me, the Punisher is definitely more important than those four. That's the one you want. I watched the GSX get away from me. I sat there and watched it fly by, brother. That giant size X-Men. My boy D Runk has two of them. What up, Nick's Kicks and Comics, bro? Yeah, we're talking about fucking ASM 129. We're talking about the fucking Punisher, dude. I'm going after the GOAT Punisher. And then I could get rid of all my Punisher bullshit. You know what I mean? That's the best part about getting these big books, is that all the spot fillers are books that you have placeholders. For me, it's like, I don't fucking care about the first Cyclone or the first Jackal or any of that shit if I got a fucking ASM 129, fam, you know? So I might fucking be able to make a move for something after I get it. That's what I'm doing now. I got that first Brainiac. I don't feel that bad about selling DC Superman, you know? Got a lot of placeholders for that fucking Brainiac. When I bought my fucking FF48, all them Volume 2, Volume 3 Surfer 1s, I did not give a fuck. I fucking dumped them. Dumped everything. So, that's just how it is for me, man. I had the books. I experienced them. And I saw a bunch of Punisher Warzone #1s. That's another book that I was able to capitalize on. I've probably got fucking 15 of those, bro. I can't believe how many of those my shop had. I wish I would have kept a couple. I don't think I did. Punisher Annual 2, first Punisher and Moon Knight. I probably had like 8 or 9 of those. It's like a $30 book, you know. It's a pretty sweet book. But yeah, man. For my ASM collection, you know, I'd love to get a #1, but that's like 7 or 10 grand. And you know what's funny is, you know, all of us, if we put our big book together and really wanted a $10,000 book, I think we could. You know, I know if I tried hard enough, I could probably pull about 10 or 12 together. And it would be cool, but I would miss all my books I got that are worth like 1,000. I don't want to do that. I've seen people do it. Maybe I'll get bored and get there one day, but I don't think I'm going to, man. And I think the biggest come up book, the coolest fucking book you could get for around $1,000, I think, is motherfucking Amazing Spider-Man 2, bro. Amazing Spider-Man 2, I would guess, is the third ASM. If not, it's the second fucking Amazing Spider-Man. Okay. It's probably the first Ditko art, right? It's first Vulture, all right? We're talking early fucking ASM. You could probably get for $1,000, bro. You could probably get one. I know you probably get a copy for $1,200. I was just looking at this the other day, and it's pretty ridiculous. Like Hulk 2 is worth more money than ASM 2. Okay? So, it's a fucking come up book, bro. I would think that I mean, everybody likes ASM 3 too because of Doc Ock and everything, but maybe I'm just a sucker for #2s. Because, you know, I love my Hulk 2. I think it is the coolest #2. That Vulture is pretty badass too, though. I'm probably biased. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man. That you could get a fucking ASM 2 for around $1,000. I think the last time I looked on eBay, there was one, though. I think there was. You can get a lot of books for around $1,000 because that's about the place where people stop fucking spending money. That's what it cost when I was 21. Yeah, I don't know. If I could get on eBay and look, I'd check right now, but I'm pretty sure, bro. I mean, if it is over 1,000, it ain't. You could definitely get one for under 2. But I'm pretty sure you can get a fucking... There was a few. If you look at the solds, I bet you find a couple around $1,000. Think about that kind of shit. What's the best number 2 in ever of comics? What's the best number 3? 0.5 for 1,200? That's what I'm saying, bro. It hasn't... It should be a lot higher. It should be a lot fucking higher than what it is, and it's not. I think a 0.5 of Hulk 2 is probably more than that. That's why I remember my Hulk 2 so much. I remember I was looking at all the number 1s and number 2s, and the price difference between the Hulk 1 and the Hulk 2 about 2 years ago was like you could get a 0.5 or a 1.0 for like $8,000 or $6,000 or something. I don't know what it was. It was high. He's gonna fucking run right into that. Stop! Wow. Okay. But for a Hulk 2 about a couple years ago, I saw one on eBay for $400 fucking dollars, bro. And I said, that's gotta be the most undervalued book in the Silver Age. If you could get, and then of course it sold, and it jumped up to being like a $800 book for fucking a 0.5 or a 1 or whatever. And I wasn't able to get it, but my boy Aficionado got a bunch of people to AOK me one. And thank God, because that thing is probably my best book, is that Hawk 2. But just a couple years ago, you can get them for like $400. ASM has been high, and there's a few of them that haven't moved. Like whenever I bought my first Green Goblin about 8 months ago or whatever, it was valued at about what it was 4 years ago. You know, you can get a 1.0 for about $900. And I think I got about 1.5 for 900. Now it's a little higher, but it's been that high forever. And a lot of these books are like that. Like if you want to get a first Kingpin, you're going to have to spend about, you know, $400, $500 if you want a complete copy and all that bullshit. That Avengers 1 I got for $1,400. I barely... That's when I could have got a GSX or a First Punisher, right? And or a Green Goblin was when I got that Avengers 1. And I still think I made the best decision. I still think that I would rather have the Avengers 1 over the GSX, just because it's like slow money. Like I feel like the GSX is going to fucking come down if it hasn't already. But you never know, bro. They're out here playing kickball. So I go to the post office today. I bought ASM keys 96 and 01. GSX is coming down, but we'll shoot back up when the mutants come into MCU. I had access to better shops and no internet. GSX is an investment right now. Yeah, I was lucky enough to get my X-Men 94. I got that out of the way. And I just couldn't get to that fucking, that GSX, bro. I just couldn't do it because it was just a little too... I had other books at its price point I wanted before it. So I fucked up, but I feel like that's one book I'm gonna have to get eventually. There's a lot of books I like better at cheaper price points still. Until that book gets to about a 1.0 for $800, I'm not gonna fuck with it, because That's another, those fucking Bronze Age books, people want pretty, and as long as the cover's there and it's complete, I'm pretty happy. Stop throwing sticks, bug, come on. Stop. Stop, you're gonna hurt me, stop. I don't want to have to whoop you. I'm gonna ride your tractor. I'm gonna ride your tractor. Come on, bud, don't hit me with the stick. He's bad, man. Oh, I gotta get his hair cut. Come here. Come here. Yeah, I do. There he goes. It's not bad for a Power Wheel, though, to have a radio like that. It's got some pretty new songs on it. I guess that's all he's gonna do. Shit. So I'm gonna get some packaging done, and I went to the post office, and there's one guy at my post office that gives me a hard time about the legal size priorities, which I don't know if y'all ever heard this conversation from me before, but I'm sure Spider has. The legal size priorities are twice as big as the ones they show you in the hallway, and I got videos on my channel of putting 20 books in one legal priority. So I'm not really used to shipping with a medium flat rate or where the fuck it is, the little box. I like the envelopes. But I've been selling lots to where they're over 10 books a lot, so I can't really get the legal size priorities right now, so I'm gonna have to use the medium flat rates, which I'm not as comfortable with, but you know, I'll make it work. I've done it before with Robot Monster, and he got the biggest stack, so he's gonna be, I think that'll be fine. But yeah, I might have to get some packing done tonight. I'm using the medium flats for, I think they're like 18 bucks a pop. But the guy is such a prick, bro. It's like there's only one dude down there that gives me a hard time, and he's like the manager, right? And everybody else will just go in the back and get them. So I asked him, I said, so y'all don't have any legal priorities? Nope. I said, you don't have any? He said, nope. So I feel like I want to get some and be like, you're a fucking liar and you piss me off. You know what I mean? But if I bitch about it, then they'll just make sure I can't get them at all, because I feel like he's the manager or some shit. But it's just fucking annoying to me how people lie and shit. He's told me to order them from the postal office on the internet, and I told him I don't want to have like 50 or 100 of them. You know, I just want a few, and you guys have them. Wouldn't it be better if I brought my ass to the post office and got them instead of making y'all mail them to me? You know, so that's my whole spiel on that bullshit. Those legal size priorities are like gold if you're selling like under 24 books or so. But I'm just going to use the mediums, man. You know, I feel like mailmen are rougher with those because they're a little bigger. I feel like they like the legal size better because it takes up less room, you know, shit like that. But it's whatever. And the guy's such a prick, bro. He asked me what I was mailing, and he's told me that we're not supposed to mail comic books. Like, that's a rule. And I'm just like, man, like half y'all's fucking business is probably from comic books. You fucking douchebag. You know what I mean? So he was like, what are you planning on putting them in there? So, well, you know, I'm planning on opening the box and putting some stuff in it and taping it up. That's all I would tell him. I didn't tell him what I was fucking shipping. All right, well, I think we're done here, man. And then we'll pack up and head home. Appreciate y'all. Get some packing done tonight. Take care of my customers. Yeah, he's just being a dickhead, bro. Yep. I should probably recycle more of my boxes that get shipped to me, but these guys buy and sell a lot of books and they're comfortable with the medium flat, so I'm just gonna pack. I got a bunch of the little tiny priority envelopes, and I'm gonna fill the books up in those and throw them in that medium flat rate box and give them a kiss and a hug and wish them well on their way, brother. That's about all I could think. I always like to wait until they get their books to make sure that they're satisfied customers, But I had one time I shipped some books, and the deliverer must have stomped on them or did something very bad to it, and I had to replace the money, and I did, and I got the books back, and even though the package was smashed up and they were modern books and they're supposed to be high grade, there was still value there. Like even with a couple of them being like 4.0s or something, there was still enough books in there to where there was a good amount of value. So I gave them away in my sub pushes, and I sold a couple and made a little bit of my money back. So if any of these would get fucked up, it wouldn't bother me that much, because I'm sure not all of them would, and there's so many bangers in there for the amount of money they spent. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna fucking want their money back or anything, even if they did get fucked up. So that's a good thing about starting shit at $1 and just letting it fall where it falls. That's not my fault if something fucking stupid happens, because I'm selling them for fucking pennies on the dollar. So all right, guys, you can ship them, but it's very specific on how. Yeah, the legal size priorities are it's a weird rule where that's as legally big as it gets or some shit. I don't know, bro, but they are way big. I swear, I think I could take 2 of the regular ones they keep in the hallway, fill them up all the way to the top, right, and put them into a legal size, bro. That's how much bigger. It's not that it's wider, it's longer. So if you spread it out, it makes it wider. So the length of it makes it fucking wider to where you can put more books. All right, y'all. So catch me on the hunt this Friday. I'm coming after Boston Chris. He's trying to fuck with my cover championship. You know what I'm saying? We got the Slammies. I got the Biggie Shack NWO necklace. What's up, brother? So, I'm doing big shit. I'm going after that first Punisher. Greatest collector, greatest cover champion, longest, I'm not, whenever I go to sleep at night, brother, I'm not just some dude going to bed. I am the immortal Biggie Shack, the creator of the word banger, the comic book wrestler origin. I got first pick. I'm Hogan. I'm a cover champion, world's longest tag team champion, Grand Slam champion, trying to get some shut-eye, brother, whenever I go to bed. And whenever I do finally get a chance to catch some Z's and get some rest, brother, I don't just dream normal dreams. I dream about being the most dominant world hunt champion, 4 or 5 time champion, when I get to be able to get my dreams in, brother. So what you gonna do, brother? And the immortal Biggie Shack runs wild on you. Ah.